Moving to our next speaker, I would like to welcome Oscar Di Montigny, Chief Innovation, Sustainability and Value Strategy Officer at Banca Mediolanum and President of Flowey Italy. Oscar is an expert in mega trends and major scenarios, innovative marketing, relational communications, and corporate education. Oscar is also known for being an inspirational speaker that leads the audience through the identification of new ways to interpret events. Oscar, I'm really, my expectations are really high because
Yeah, mine also.
You're known for being a very diverse speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Eva, for your invitation. Thank you, Gladys, for your trust. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your time that you'll spend listening to me. I've been asked by Gladys to be both at the same time inspiring and practical, so I will try to do my best. Let me give you a few numbers. 303 trillions is supposed to be the global public debt. 351% versus the global GDP. The distribution of richness didn't work. 1% of the world population possess a richness which is exactly the same of the remaining 99%. And just 8 people possess a richness as the poorest half of the planet. Freedoms and rights are not for everyone, and you know very well in buildings like this. So freedoms and rights are the next challenges. Let me tell you, the system didn't work for centuries. The system is not working and might not work. Forever? I hope not. Last January, as they usually do every January, Edelman, who is supposed to be probably one of the most, maybe the most important PR companies on the planet, presented their Trust Barometer Index, which is a research they do around the planet, more than 80 countries, thousands of people interviewed, and they measure the trust of people versus NGOs, governments, media, and the private sector, the 4 stakeholders of society. The trust versus all of them is collapsing since 2016. The curve is going down very fastly. Actually, the only one out of the 4 that is resisting is business. Actually, at the moment, right or wrong, business is the most trusted stakeholder of society. At the end of the research, there is a very interesting number, a percentage actually. 86% of the people interviewed is asking to the CEOs to step in, to take the lead on change, to hold themselves accountable, not anymore just to their stakeholders and shareholders, but to the entire population. The time has come for the private sector to step in, to take the lead on change, right next to institutions, governments, NGOs. The time is over, the time where we all are divided. Professor Einstein, he said, problems have to be solved at a much deeper level of consciousness. So this could be the epoch of consciousness. So what about consciousness in private sector? Well, it's easy. We need purpose-driven corporations and purpose-driven companies. Not anymore companies and corporations just driven by visions, missions, values, but purposes. So one of the key words of the future will be impact. And if I have to talk about impact, I can afford to talk impact about the 17 SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. Someone said, let me read it for you. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to donate it. So the time has come for the private sector to donate themselves somehow. Obviously defending the profit, because profit is not evil. Profit is a tool. Money is a tool. Money is not good or bad. It's just an energy to make things happen. To me, it's very clear that we just moved from a linear economy to a circular economy where we are regenerating, recycling, But I believe in the necessity not in the urgency of the circular economy, to move further to a spherical economy. If we add to the circle a third dimension given by the centricity of the human beings, the circle turns into a sphere, which is a very democratic system. All the dots have the same distance from the center. How to do it? My proposal is a human knowable approach. Human knowability, that is a trademark, is the combination of innovation, sustainability, and human centricity, which is the only way companies will have to work in the future. We need innovation driven and oriented by the principle of sustainability. We do not need any more innovation just by itself. And we need sustainability empowered and forced by the tools, by the vision, by the systems given by a disruptive, innovative approach. For what? To bring back humans to the center, human centricity. Again, innovation, sustainability, human centricity. I had the chance to meet the knee of the Mahatma Gandhi, the daughter of the knee, is the daughter or the nephew? Niece, thanks, of the fourth son of the Mahatma Gandhi, Tara Gandhi. She told me that her grandfather used to tell her, Tara, speed does not make the difference if you go in the wrong direction. And we are going extremely fast. Let's wonder where. So why I'm here representing a company? I work for a bank, one of the biggest banks of the country. We also own a bank in Spain, an SGR in Ireland. I strongly believe that the financial system has been the main reason why things didn't work for centuries. Now the financial system has to bring the solution itself. In my company, myself initially, and then they decided to invest. We invested a lot in education. We founded a corporate university that has been awarded just 4 years later the foundation, 2009 and then 2014, at the Global Council of Corporate University in Paris as the second best corporate university in the world, thanks to the fact that we try to combine all the training and learning approaches to an educational approach, which is a different paradigm. You train, which is not exactly how to educate, ex ducere, to pull out something that already belongs to the human. We invested a lot in innovation. We have an observatory on the startup system. This is the outer perspective, but in the inner perspective, we invested a lot in people, an open innovation approach to the bank. And we engage every year all the population, the community of the company, having back around 70 ideas per year, at the same time innovative and sustainable, because we believe in the combination of the two. People from the bottom is carrying the solution, should be on the planet also. Different projects about cryptocurrencies, NFT, tokenization, blockchain, quantum computing, AI, and so on. More than 30 tables only focus on sustainability. MBOs of managers paid thanks also to their sustainability results. We subscribe the principles of responsible banking at the UN organization, and we were also one of the founders of one of the Regenerative Society Foundation who is supporting this event also. But I want to finish and end my talk giving you a short example of what we did in the last 2 years. Flowy, Flowe. This is the first wooden credit card on the planet. We founded Flowy. I'm also the president of Flowy, as Gladys said. It's owned 100% by the Mediolanum Group, but we are running it out of the company. It's a challenger bank for the next generation. Just to give you an example, every time that a Flowy, we call them Flowy, the user, ask for a card, we plant a tree, and this is a wooden card. Every time you do a transaction with a card, we have an algorithm able to understand how much impact you had thanks to that expense. You bought a pair of shoes or whatever else, and we immediately compensate with oxygen on the planet. Few numbers. Obviously, the KPI is, and we have been the fastest in Europe in the history of the Challengers Bank to reach the number of almost 700,000 customers in less than 2 years. Why? It's very easy. We are carbon neutral. We are a benefit company. We are certified B Corp since day one. We are carbon neutral. Our claim is better people for a better world. What are we trying to do? Just to develop the potential of people, to let them become more conscious and aware of their impact on the planet as singular individual. We want them to have a more sustainable lifestyle. We want them to live in harmony with the planet and others. We want them to take care of the environment they are living in. We are giving our support to many of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Let me read it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 17. That's a commitment. What do? It's easy. We save whales and turtles. We are taking care of reforestation activities around the planet. Environmental protection. Protection of native animals and plant species, raising awareness of local, rural communities and environmental issues and organic cultivation techniques, in this case in Guatemala. Which are the KPIs? Again, profit, obviously, and the number of users, obviously. But the KPIs we like the most are 180,000 kilograms of fruit produced, 51,000 planted trees, 4,361,000 kilograms compensated CO2. These are the next KPIs for the profit organization. I'm done. Let me read it again, the sentence that made the difference in my life. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to donate it. We are not machines. We are projects. We are made for questions, not to give answers, even if one of the keywords of the future will be responsibility, the ability to give responses. Thank you.
Thank you, Oscar.